Let's imagine that you're an entrepreneur and you have spent your whole life with a strange feeling that you're quite different to a lot of people. And that as you've developed a lot more as an entrepreneur, you've realized that for you, your emotional and your spiritual connection and your psychological state is probably the most important thing for your entrepreneurial journey. And at the same time though, you're seeing people out there in business crush it with absolutely no psychological, emotional, or spiritual connection whatsoever. You're seeing people hustle their way and just do the work and just get it done and not align themselves at any capacity, yet still have a lot of success. And now you're potentially wondering, or at times you're doubting, whether this whole spiritual journey, this whole personal development journey, this whole checking in with yourself, whether it's actually necessary. Because apparently it kind of looks like it's not necessary. And there are some people out there that are succeeding at a pretty high level and they don't seem to have to regulate like you do. They don't seem to have to be as sensitive with their inner world as what you do. And they seem relatively happy. If this is the case, I want you to give yourself some fucking compassion because you are different and that's all right. In fact, it's your superpower in a lot of ways. Kookaburras always laugh when I am deeply aligned with what I'm saying. However, back to the story. What's not important is whether other people can build successful businesses and million-dollar companies and all the rest of it while not having to check in with themselves, regulate with themselves, be sensitive to their own energy, etc., etc. That's not what's important. What's important is the question of whether you need to. Whether you need to be emotionally regulated, psychologically dialed in and spiritually connected when you're building your businesses. Because for me, the fastest way for me to generate success is ensure that my energy's right. When my energy's right, I don't know, call me a time shifter, a mind bender, call me Neo in the Matrix or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But when my energy's right, I can manifest things like this. When my energy's right, all of my actions become absolutely effortless. When I'm emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically aligned, building businesses and attracting dream clients and having an abundance of freedom for me is the easiest thing on the fucking earth. It's as easy as walking to my car. And that may be the case for you. However, you may be sitting in resistance to this. You may know this to be a truth for you at the deepest depths of your soul. However, you may be looking around at the rest of individuals and looking around at this guru and that guru and all the rest of it. And you may be saying to yourself, but I need to do these things. But I need to be this way. But I need to be that person. No, they need to do those things. They need to do it that way because that is the blueprint that works for them. But it doesn't have to be the blueprint that works for you. This is your permission piece more than anything for you to actually accept who you are, for you to actually accept who you really are. Because until you do that, you will live in resistance. Until you do that, you will have a superpower that exists within you that is fucking suppressed and snuffed out. And I dare say that if you're anything like me, the more you suppress it, the more you shove it down, the more toxicity, the more dis-ease, the more misalignment, and the more suffering you're going to have in your life. Don't worry about what other people are doing, and also don't fucking worry about what I'm doing either. The question is, can we find the strategies? Can we find the blueprint that works for you?